Good morning, everybody. Bright and early on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing all right this morning. It's Leeds United against Aston Villa live in Australia. And yeah, I just thought I'd jump on and do my first ever live stream. So as always, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're brand new. Get all of your comments in. I'll flash them up on screen and we'll have a good chat during the game. Obviously, I am going to try and speak a little bit quieter as my missus is asleep. So I did promise that I wouldn't be too loud. So just watching the players warm up at the minute. We'll just go through the lineups first of all. Quite infused with the lineup actually. I did expect a much stronger lineup to what we played against Brisbane. I'll just get it up again just to remind myself. It's on my phone. Just give me a sec. Yeah, so I've seen goal. We've got Ilan Meslier. Back four of Christensen, Koch, Llorente and Leif Davis, which will be interesting to see how Leif gets on. A few of us, including myself, have kind of showed doubt towards it. Morning, Paul. How we doing, mate? It's an early one. Isn't it? But yeah, as I was saying, Leif Davis has come under a little bit of doubt among the fan base, obviously because Firpo's injured. We do need a new left back. But it'll be interesting to see how he does get on because Aston Villa's team looks strong as well. So fair play to both teams. They're both going for it in this friendly. And then obviously we've got Mark Rocker and Tyler Adams playing together in that pivot, which I think will be really good to see as well. I think Adams will operate on the right-hand side, Mark Rocker on the left, given that Adams is right-footed and Rocker is, of course, left-footed. James Aronson, Harrison and Bamford. So again, Patrick Bamford getting his first start. I just hope he's not made of biscuits. I hope that we give him at least the first half and maybe even a bit of the second as well. He does need to build up momentum ahead of the new season. It'd be nice to have him 100% fit for that first game against Wolves. 100%. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, as I was just saying there, mate, that the team does look solid, and as I said, I expected that from Brisbane. Obviously, Harrison started at left back against Brisbane. I think the only changes that I would have made personally would be Pascal Struijk to start with Robin Koch at centre half. Everyone knows that watches me on a regular basis that is my preferred centre back partnership. And it'd have been nice to see maybe Sinisterra start as well. But other than that, I am happy with the lineup. I do expect the likes of Sinisterra to make an appearance at some point. And even if you look at the bench just looks so much stronger than what it did at any point last season. So yeah, obviously we're just waiting for the players to emerge now. What time are we at? Oh, we've got 10 minutes before kickoff yet. So yeah, as I said, guys, hit me up in the live chat with any other comments. We'll have a chat about anything Leeds United related whilst this game is happening. It is my first ever live stream, guys, so if anything goes wrong, do bear with me. So yeah, that stadium looks really nice, I must admit. A random comment, but that stadium does look really good. So yeah, just seeing if there's any other updates on Twitter that we can go through. Okay. So I can see there's 10 of you watching. Morning to everyone that's watching. Anyone that's just joined within the last minute or two. As I have been saying, hit me up in the comments and we'll have a chat about anything that you like, anything Leeds United related. We can have a good chat whilst this game is on. I know it's early morning, so people might not be in the mood to chat. But listen, we're all tired, aren't we? But hopefully we can get through the next 2 hours or so. Unfortunately, for the Palace game on Friday, I won't be able to do a live stream because I will be working because of the time of kickoff for that one, as I was on Thursday for the Brisbane game. I did manage to watch it. Watched what I could anyway from work. But I was really encouraged from the Brisbane game. I thought second half it slacked off a little bit, but I think that was just down to the heavy rotation from Marsh. I think he wanted to try out quite a few of his ideas, so I think it was a little bit much, really, the rotation. Obviously, he brought Adams on, then he brought Adams off, brought Sinisterra on, then brought Sinisterra off. It was a bit all over the place. I think Leif Davis did play the whole second half. I think Harrison came off and just stayed off. It was nice to see Patrick Bamford have a run out as well, had a few half chances. He admitted afterwards that he's a bit rusty, which is understandable. You know, he had nearly all of last season out pretty much. So I think it'll take him a bit of time, which is why I want to see him play quite a bit today. I know it's a tough opponent to put him in against, but, you know, every opponent in the Premier League's a tough one. So he needs to build up that momentum, doesn't it? No, mate. So it will just be me. Obviously, I am watching the game, but unfortunately, if I showed it, it would be a major copyright claim. So no, mate. Unfortunately, you'll just be looking at my ugly mug, just talking about the goings on of the game. So yeah, I understand. Obviously, if you're not interested in that, but unfortunately, I would get massively copyrighted for that. So yeah, it's just a watch along, mate. So yeah, thanks for your comment though, and thanks for dropping in. So I'm just waiting for the game to start. Is a little bit annoying. So it's like 2:30 in Australia, which even for their time, that's a weird time to kick off for a friendly. Just checking out Twitter. Obviously, I did watch briefly when I first woke up just then. Rafinha's first day at Barcelona while he was having his medical and everything, which I don't know why I put myself through it, because obviously it isn't nice to see. But, you know, if anyone's got any comments in about Rafinha, about Calvin Phillips, my thoughts on it, if you've not seen any of my other videos, if you're brand new, then hit me up and we'll have a chat about that as well. What's Jonathan saying again? How are you feeling about the season after Phillips and Rafinha leaving? Yeah, so I was just alluding to that, so we'll chat about that briefly. I mean, obviously, to lose your best two players isn't ideal. It isn't great. But I do think the recruitment that we've done so far is good. I think it's been smart, calculated. We've improved in areas that we needed to improve on so far. Obviously, I think we just need 3 more. Well, in my head, we need 3 more positions filled. Whether we're going to get all 3, I don't think so. I think we may get 2, but not 3. I think we'll get the striker done. Obviously, there's Callum Wendo that's heavily linked at the minute. CDK probably won't happen now. CDK's Charles de Ketelaere, by the way. So yeah, like I said, it was always tough to lose 2 of your best players, but the signings we've made, I think, are good, are decent. As I've said, in areas we needed to improve, and I would like a left back as well. But Marsh needs to hit the ground running straight away for me. He's got no excuses now. Obviously, the football that we played towards the back end of last season wasn't great. I put that down to just being in a relegation scrap, a change of manager at the completely wrong time, and a new style of football that we had to adapt to. But I do have confidence that he will hit the ground running. I think the opening few fixtures are very winnable. Obviously, there's Chelsea in there, but if you take that out of the equation, I think Wolves is very winnable. Southampton away is doable as well. Then we've got the likes of Everton and Brentford in there as well in the opening few, which are very winnable. So, yeah, I am feeling positive. I'm feeling confident. I think if we get to, 10 games into next season and we've only won one, or we're still searching for his first win, then I will be worried again. I think there's other teams that need to be worrying more, though. I think Everton are in massive trouble at this minute in time. I think Brentford could be in and around it as well. And obviously, Fulham are just a yo-yo club, so I expect them to be down there as well. Who else came up? Bournemouth and Forest. I think Forest will do bits this season. I think they'll be good. I think Bournemouth could be in trouble as well. So hopefully we will have enough, and I do think we'll be more than comfortable this season, I must admit. Morning, Julie. How are we doing this morning? Are we tired? Morning, Charlie. Any more news about Jack Harrison and the Newcastle link? No, from what I'm seeing, it's just the same stories, if I'm being honest. Obviously, I think 20 million is the fee that they're supposedly reporting, which is a good fee if it's just for his left leg. I think in this current market, the position that he plays is English as well. I know he's not an England international yet, but I'd be going 30, 35 before Leeds even considered it. The players are just walking out now, by the way, so we'll be getting underway shortly. Yeah, I don't think Harrison will leave Julie, if I'm being too honest. I think if we were to let him go as well as Calvin and Rafinha, I would be a little bit more worried. Yes, we've got Sinisterra in. The only other out-and-out winger that we would probably have is James if Harrison went, and then we'd probably have to go out and get another winger, which I don't think we need now. I think Harrison's committed enough to Leeds United. I think we're in talks with him over a new deal at the minute, and that's been rumoured, so hopefully that's true. But no, there's no other update on Jack Harrison. Hopefully he can stay, though, because as much as I have had my opinion of him in the past, it's because I know there's a player in there, really top player, who's just a bit inconsistent for me, but hopefully he can improve that this season. Another comment in, let's go Tyler Adams. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Tyler Adams gets on alongside Mark Rocker. So yeah, I think Mark Rocker's going to be an unbelievable signing, by the way, as well. I did see him live against Blackpool in York that night, and he just looked really comfortable on the ball, always wanting the ball. The transition from defence into attack, always dropping deep in between both centre halves. It's just showing the lineups now. So we're about to get underway. As I said, guys, if you are brand new, please hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot. Please like the video as well. And get your comments in. And as I said, we'll have a good chat during the next few hours while the game is on. Obviously, other people maybe slightly in front of me. Obviously, the game's just about to kick off now. It is 5:35, which is the kickoff time. So, Patrick Bamford captain in the side today. Tell you what, we'll briefly just go through the Aston Villa lineup in case anyone's unaware of it, because they have gone quite strong as well. They've gone with Olsen in goal, back four of Matty Cash, Callum Chambers, Tyrone Mings and Luca Dean. A pivot, I believe, of Douglas Luiz and Boubacar Kamara, a player that Leeds United have been linked with a few times as well. Then it's Jacob Ramsey, Leon Bailey, Ollie Watkins and Philippe Coutinho. So they have gone pretty strong for this. I didn't think they'd go as strong as what we have, but is what it is. Bamford and Tyrone Mings just speaking with the ref as we speak. Why are LUTV not working for me? Oh, I wonder why. It was all right for me. I mean, it was, I think it was a fee of £4.99, I believe. I must admit, I did have a scare when I first got up. I didn't think it was loading for me, but it ended up coming on. Hopefully you get that sorted, mate. So yeah, let's. As I say, guys, for everyone that's watching the game as well, if you've got any thoughts about anything that's going on during the match, hit me up in the comments and we'll have a chat about it. I'll try not to rant and get as frustrated. As well, hit me up in the comments. Would you like to see more watch-alongs on the Chatting Leeds channel? Obviously, I am a season ticket holder, so every home game I will be at, but any away game that's on the telly or anything like that, if you'd like me to do a watch-along, by all means, I will do. I do get a bit, let's just say, passionate during league games. I'll be honest. I often say things that I just don't mean because I'm just annoyed in the moment. But I think we can all get like that. But if you'd like more watch-alongs, then hit me up and let me know. Aston Villa are getting us underway. So they say I will be looking that way a lot now, guys. But yeah, we are underway in Australia. Leif Davis getting beaten early by Leon Bailey there in the air. So yeah. So mate, obviously I'm watching on LUTV, and I think a lot of people are watching it on LUTV. I think that's the only place you can really watch it at this moment in time anyway. So yeah. Luca Dean in possession for Aston Villa. Rasmus Christensen with a clearance upfield. So yeah, let's watch a bit of the game now. Boubacar Kamara, a player that Leeds United should have gone for when we were heavily linked with him. That would have been a really good signing. Llorente nearly lost out there, but he did well to compose himself. Want to see a lot more, hold-up play from Patrick Bamford up front. Tyler Adams in possession. Decent ball into Bamford, but just couldn't lay it off properly to Dan James. I think it's good to see Dan James actually playing more out wide in his natural position, because I think a lot of last season we did see him playing as a number 9, which just didn't work, did it, people? Let's be honest. Oh, decent ball into the box. I think, Leeds United have got the first corner of the game. Callum Chambers clears it out for a corner. Be interesting to see what happens from here, because we're not great from set pieces. That could come back to bite me on the bum there, but oh well. Brendan Aronson to take the corner. Ooh, Rasmus did get a deflection on that, but no one could meet the end of it. Definitely need to improve on set pieces this season. There's so many teams in the Premier League that are really effective from set pieces. It'd be nice if Leeds United could be one of those teams. Just want to see how Leif Davis actually copes up against Leon Bailey. A tricky winger, pacey winger, skillful winger as well. Rasmus Christensen to Robin Koch. Decent ball up to Jack Harrison, but again, just couldn't lay it off properly to Brendan Aronson. Good touch. Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, take that. Foul on Jack Harrison just outside the box from Tyrone Mings. Leeds United free kick. Be interesting to see who gets over this. You'd expect Harrison or Aronson. That's a real tongue twister, by the way, Harrison or Aronson. What's everyone's thoughts on the new kit, by the way, as well? I think it's really nice. I think it's one of the nicest ones we've had in recent years. It's a shame we can't have it until the end of August, though. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Just stepping over the free kick now. Okay, so like I say, there's 9 of you watching. As I said, if you're brand new, hit the like button. Please subscribe. Share all of your thoughts in the live chat, and we'll, so we'll have a good chat during the game. So Jack Harrison over the free kick. Nah, he skied it. But you know, there's bits of encouraging play going forward. We just need to be more effective with his passing. I think Bamford needs to ease back into it properly, of course. Looks like we're operating with the 4-2-3-1 by the looks of it. Obviously, James on the right, Aronson through the middle, Harrison out on the left with Bamford up top, which I think we all expected. And as I said, Tyler Adams operating on the right side of the double pivot. Leeds win possession back, Brendan Aronson on the ball. Really good play there to get away from his man. Adams to Christensen. And again, the way off from Bamford. Yeah. Tried to play a good one too with Rasmus down the right-hand side there, but just couldn't lay it off to him effectively. Let's see if there's silent points during the game, guys. I'm just obviously just watching. Well in there from Dan. Free kick for that. Come on. It's really good to see as well, like how many Leeds fans there actually are in Australia. There were loads at that open training session from what I can see on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. So good play from Brendan Aronson there in a tight area. Mark Rocker into Tyler Adams, Christensen. He's trying to play it out from the back, just have a bit of possession. Matt Rocker out to Leif Davis. See, Harrison's maybe come a little bit inverted, so even though it looks like a 4-2-3-1, it's probably more of a narrow 4-2-3-1. Aronson. Oh, that'd have been lovely if that had come off. We do look quite promising going forward. It's just that final pass in the final third where we're just lacking a little bit, but hopefully we grow into the game more in that area of the pitch. Brendan Aronson looks really good in transition. Good change of pace when he's on the ball. Obviously, Leif Davis not being too involved yet, but it'd be interesting to see how he develops into this game. Coutinho's just absolutely done Brendan Aronson there. He's such a good footballer, is Coutinho. How it didn't work out for him at Barca, I do not know. Yeah, you knew that ball was coming, but we dealt with it well. Dan James looking to start an attack. What is that, James? Oh, God, where was that ball supposed to go to, man? Come on. Get up. Right. Time. You've got time. James. Tackled. Of course. As I've said, guys, make sure that you get your comments in the live chat if you are watching. Let's at least try and, because I'm sure that we're all tired right now. I'm very tired. I will be going back to bed after this. But hit me up in the comments, guys. Let's have a chat while the game's on. Come on. Nice ball over the top from Villa. Dealt with quite well from Leif Davis with a header. Coutinho's on the outside of the box. Rasmus holds him up nicely. crazy that this game's at 4:30. It was actually 5:30, mate. I don't know if you're in a different part of the world, but yeah, it was 5:30 where I am anyway. But yeah, I know it's madness that we're actually out in Australia. Yeah, absolute madness. It'd be nice if they could do a European tour one season. It'd be nice to actually be able to get to a game more realistically. I think Australia would have been an absolute fortune for anyone to afford. I think a lot of the fans that are out there are probably based in Australia anywhere, or you might get the odd few that have flown over. But yeah, be an expensive do, won't it? Be an expensive do. Adams was lucky to get away with that there. Yeah, I think this lineup that we've got here, maybe hopefully minus Leeds Davis with a better left back at left back, but see there he's tried to do a 1-2 with Harrison and it's just not worked, has it? Llorente needs to deal with that. Well in Diego. And on Llorente as well, when I say that I want cock and stroke, it doesn't mean I dislike Llorente. I just think he's a bit too erratic on the ball for me as well. It makes me panic every time he has hold up ball, to be honest. I think Pascal just looks more composed, if I'm being honest. But yeah, as I was saying, the opening game against Wolves, I'd expect a better left back in. Probably other than that, this could be the lineup that starts that game against Wolves. I don't think Sinisterra will start the first league game. He might get eased in like we did with Rafinha when we first bought him. Let's not forget, people, the first few games that he signed, he was on the bench. And it was only when he came on in games when we realised how good he was. Rasmus dispossessed there, but Leeds win the ball back through Brendan Aronson. Adams on the ball now. I think Adams and Mark Rocker are complementing each other quite well in the opening stages. See, we're playing balls out wide at the minute, but even though I said it looks like a 4-2-3-1, I think it's a lot more of a narrower 4-2-3-1. It isn't very wide at all. We're playing balls out wide and there's just no one there. Leif Davis did well there to track that run, but Leon Bailey's put him on his ass. So we're 12 minutes in to this game, guys. If you haven't already, smash a like, please subscribe, and share all of your thoughts in the chat. As I said, it's the first ever live stream that I've done, guys, so I appreciate all of you that are watching right now. Got 11 of you in the building. Come on, get your comments in. Let's have a chat. Rasmus Christensen. See, trying to play balls down the wing again. I mean, in fairness, Dan James was out wide there, but see, even Harrison looks like he's a bit more, not central, but just not out wide. Which, I'm not saying it's not possible for it to be effective in like a narrower 4-2-3-1, but as I've said on numerous of my uploads, we need to start maybe taking advantage of the players that we've got in the positions we've got. Like Leif Davis has just left Matty Cash completely open there. Good ball into the box, but Rasmus Christensen does deal with it. Another comment here. I wish I could watch the game. I mean, it's on LU TV. I mean, if you're unable to watch that, then fair enough, mate. But stay in the chat, and I'll try and keep you as best updated as I can. There's a good ball into the box from Matty Cash as well, which Christensen did deal with. But again, no one out wide tracking that run of Matty Cash. Obviously, Leif Davis has got Leon Bailey to deal with. Harrison wasn't in that position, maybe tracking back there. See, look how central Harrison is. There's no one out wide. I mean, he's out wide now because they've got the ball out wide, but don't you have to pay for LUTV? No, well, they have a subscription service, but you can actually just go on their website and just pay for this as a one-off purchase for this game. I think it was a £5. So yeah, you don't actually have to subscribe to LUTV full time to watch it. You can just purchase this as a one-off game. So yeah, I think you could buy all the pre-season games for like £20 at the start. Okay, there's been no real clear-cut chances, if I'm honest, for either side. I think closest was that Villa one there with the nice ball in, but it's a bit back and forth at the minute, if I'm being honest, a bit like a tennis match. See, Davis just needs to track Leon Bailey. But then there's Matty Cash with the overlapping run, which Harrison needs to keep an eye on as well, because look, he's coming more inverted. I know it's zonal marking and wherever the ball goes, the team kind of go to, but you need to be tracking that run over there. Like, look, they've just spread the ball out to Matty Cash quite easily there. Look, Luke Dean's just on his own. But yeah, I think that's the only kind of downfall with this Jesse Marsh system at the minute. It's, there's so many very good fullbacks and wingers in this league. I'm thinking when we play against Liverpool, Trent, Andy Robertson, when we play against City, Kyle Walker, Cancelo. Harrison with a free kick there. Yeah, the game's not really been that entertaining, if I'm being honest. I think both teams are just trying to find their feet, if I'm being honest with you. See, that we are trying good things going forward. Leif Davis there just tried to play good ball into Bamford. Bamford tried laying it off and it didn't work, but we are trying. It's just that, like I say, that final ball, which we just need to work on, but I'm sure that'll come naturally. But it's just this system of leaving the fullbacks out wide, which is giving me a bit of a panic attack. Maybe not for this game because it doesn't really matter, obviously, but that first game against Wolves, it'll matter. Let's put it that way. See, look at that. Look at that. I mean, Leif Davis has done well there to, track the run and see it, but Mark Rocker, you've got a man on there. I can't be allowing Jacob Ramsey just to run through us like that. Douglas Luiz out wide, ball into the box. Christensen clears it with a header, but Leon Bailey with a strike. Blocked by Mark Rocker, who's now gone on the floor. Brilliant. Please don't be injured, Mark. Please. So last time I checked, I saw there was 15 people in the building. If you're watching, as I said, please put a comment in the chat. Let's have some good conversations during this game. I'm always interested to hear other Leeds United's opinions on everything that's going on, not just with this game, but we could talk about transfers, we could talk about, the upcoming season, whatever you like. Obviously, the result of this game doesn't really matter. I'm just looking for a performance, really. I think everyone's maybe on the same wavelength with that one. Obviously, the last game out in Australia is against Crystal Palace, which again will be an interesting one, which unfortunately I will be working for, so there'll be no live stream for that, unfortunately. I am in the office every day now. So, yeah. Good ball from Leif Davis. Jack Harrison's into Brendan Aronson, into Dan James. Can he get a shot for where? Oh, that looked like handball. Oh, good shot from James, and it's saved by Olsen in the goal. That did look like a suspect handball from Aston Villa in the box there. But good play from Leeds United there, actually managing to get the passes made. Yeah, it was a decent strike from Dan James as well. But yeah, it's out for a corner. Second Leeds United corner of the game. Might be Brendan Aronson taking it again. No, it's Jack Harrison with this one. Jack Harrison with the corner. Aronson looks like he wants it short, but it's in the box. It's another Leeds United corner cleared out by Luca Dean. So what's everyone make to the signings that we've made so far then? Are we happy? Do we think we maybe need more? I think we need more personally, I must admit. But what's everyone's thoughts on, Aronson, Christensen, Mark Rocker, Adams? Thoughts on Calvin Phillips and Rafinha leaving as well? Hit them up in the chat. I thought it was nice of Rafinha to do that little Instagram message. Nice touch of class from him, because like he said, he'll always be grateful to Leeds because, we gave him that platform. We gave him the opportunity to play in the Premier League and showcase what he can do on a global stage. So, yeah. Wish him all the best, but yeah, I would have liked to have kept him, obviously. Mouth's really dry. I think it's because it's early. I feel like I'm properly woken up now, though, if I'm being honest. I know it's 6 o'clock in the morning. God. Luca Dean into the box. Coutinho. Oh. Aston Villa have got a penalty. Tyler Adams with a handball in the box. I mean, Coutinho touches it, it goes up. Oh, no, that's not handball. I don't think, anyway. Let me see this angle. That's not on ball. That's not on ball. It's in like there. It's not on ball. No, I'm sorry, that's not on ball. Obviously, there wasn't a VAR or anything in this game, but that is not on ball. Definitely not. It's in like there. His arm comes up, it's in like there. Literally. That's never a penalty, but anyway, it is what it is. Philippe Coutinho to take the penalty. As it comes into him, Coutinho takes the touch, the ball comes up, Adams is just there, and as I say, it literally just is in there, but it is what it is. Coutinho's over the penalty. Runs up, does a little shimmy. Oh! Meslier saved it! He saved it. Double save from Ilan Meslier. Double save from Ilan Meslier. Oh my God, what have I just seen? Double save from Ilan Meslier. Saved the initial penalty and he saved the follow-up as well. Oh my God. That's the first time I've ever seen Meslier save a penalty. Wow. Wow, that justice, because that was never a penalty. Never a penalty. Never a penalty. I actually can't believe he even gave that. Wow. Oh, Bamford's gone down. God. I actually can't believe that. Mellier's just saved, a double save from the penalty. Mad. I think every other penalty he's faced is conceded, but wow. I think that's got to be the first time. That is, hit me up if I'm wrong, but that's got to be one of the first times that he's ever saved one. Tyler Adams driving into the box. Oh, again, the final ball. Oh, Robin Koch, bad touch. Villa on the attack. Ollie Watkins has been played through. And he's saved it again. Mellier's made another save. What a keeper. What a keeper. Wow. Let me see this again. Good save. It's a good save. It's out for Aston Villa's first corner of the game. We're down to 9 people watching now, but that's completely fine. Whoever's watching, please hit a comment in the chat. I feel like I'm just rambling to myself here. Yeah, that's definitely a free kick. You're all over him. So that's 3 really good quality saves from Ilan Meslier, which is optimistic for the new season. Maybe he's been working on penalties, or that might just have been luck there, but I don't care what it was, because penalty was never a penalty in a million years. So makes it even better that they missed it. Well in from Mark Rocker there. Got Leeds fans. Mental how many fans we've got out there. See what I mean? Aston Villa out wide, just it's so easy for them to get in out wide. Guarantee's gone down there. Looks like a head injury after a collision with Leon Bailey. Come on, guys. Why is no one commenting anything? Come on, let's get something in chat. Let's have a conversation. I feel like I'm just rambling. Marsh having a go at the official there. Love that about Marsh. He is a passion merchant and a completely different personality to Marcelo Bielsa, of course. It's just showing you that penalty save again. Good save initially. And then he set a good save with his feet as well. And the Ollie Watkins one. Top save. Fair play, Melia, fair play. Although it's showing their appreciation behind the goal there. Wonder if there's that many Aston Villa fans that have gone out to Australia, eh? Philippe Coutinho, eh? Who'd have thought it'd have ended up at Aston Villa a few years ago, eh? Look at all the Aussie whites. Here's a conversation starter then, for people that are not commenting. What would everyone's ideal starting 11 be for that opening game against Wolves in a few weeks' time? Hit me up in the chat. Ideal starting 11 in that game. I have done an upload on it actually a few days ago. So if you haven't already, then go check that out. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what all you guys think about our best 11. Based on, of course, based on the signings that we've got now. Aronson plays Bamford in. Oh, save. Go on. Oh, Dan James. Oh. Brilliant opportunity for Leeds United there. It was good to see Bamford playing off the shoulder. From a ball from Aronson is a good save, to be fair, but then Dan James' follow-up isn't a great shot. Yeah, just hits it wrong, just comes off his boot. Totally wrong. But yeah, really promising that Aronson finding those half spaces in the final third. Decent ball through to Bamford as well. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, hit me up with your ideal starting 11 for that Wolves game. It'd be interesting to see who a lot of you have, especially as a back four. Because there's probably a lot of you that would want William Cooper there, which is fine if that's your opinion. But I think if we're going to move forward and if we're going to push on this season, I just think maybe Cooper needs to be naturally phased out of the starting 11. But that's just my opinion. Pascal and Robin Koch, for me, is our best centre-back partnership. Just finding it difficult to get the ball off Aston Villa at the minute. Oh, that's good. Oh, good defending there from Llorente, but Villa were nearly in there. They were nearly in. Aston Villa corner now, which looks like it's going to be taken by Luca Dean. Leeds deal with the corner. Looks like another corner though, yeah. Steven Gerrard. God. Tyrone Mings is all over Mark Rocker there. What's Luca Dean moaning at? Leeds deal with the corner and get it cleared out. That's the thing as well. We definitely need to be a lot better at dealing with set pieces from opposition this season. Because, I think every team, even teams that aren't great at corners and free kicks, they'll play against Leeds and they'll be wanting free kicks left, right, and centre because they know that we are absolutely shocking at dealing with them. But it's what it is. Hopefully, we can work on that. Robin Cox just giving away a free kick. Don't know how that were a free kick really because he won the ball. He just went out for a throw, but yeah. Douglas Luiz to take the free kick for Aston Villa. Looks fairly packed out as that stadium, doesn't it? For anyone that's watching. Villa going through a spell at the minute where they're just having all of the ball, which Leeds just have to sort that up. Obviously, you're probably going to get that a lot this season with various teams. So, Luca Dean into the box. Who's that? Shot to night cash. Just need to soak up this bit of pressure. That's got to be a free kick. No? Matt Rocker. Come on, ref. Are you having a laugh? How many times have we gone down there? Yeah, thank you. He's give it finally. Only because your official told you. Jesse Marsh there, you could see he was just mouthing saying, how many fouls. Got fouled off of the ball there, Mings on Matt Rocker. So yeah, it was definitely a free kick. Right. Get a ball in that box. Ooh. Decent ball into the box. Maybe needed it just to get a little bit further past Con Chambers. Go on, Rasmus. It's like a right unit, doesn't it? How's that a free kick? Rasmus definitely looks like a Pontus Janssen type character, doesn't he? Looks like he's going to be a quality signing at right back. Just what we need down that right hand side. Physicality, pace, and a good delivery as well. So yeah, we've had a few decent chances. Obviously, Ilan Meslier has saved a penalty, which I think is a big breaking news from this game, to be honest, so far. Ball into Bamford. Just couldn't meet him. No, get up. See, it's how you got straight up when it didn't blow up. Annoys me about Premier League players, man. So we're 38 minutes into the game. It's still 0-0. As I say, I think Leeds are just soaking up a little bit of pressure from Villa at the minute. That's got to be a free kick. Took him clean out. I know it's a friendly ref, but you are allowed to book players. Just fouling left, right, and centre. 17 people in the building. So, as I keep saying, hit me up in the comments. Don't know why no one's commenting. I think Tyler Adams' passing has been a lot better in this game. I think when he came on against Brisbane, it was a bit hit and miss. But again, I put a lot of players' performances in that Brisbane game just down to the fact of the heavy rotation. Roger Moss up, mate. Hey up, Roger. How we doing, mate? What are you thinking to the game so far? If you're new as well, mate, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're brand new. I do upload a lot of content at the minute, especially with the transfer window being open. So if you are brand new, please subscribe, mate. It'd be much appreciated. And that's the same to everyone that's in the chat as well. Adams, Patrick Bamford. Come on, Bamford. Nobody on there. This is what I mean. I think decision making in the final third is still something we need to work on 100%. There was quite clearly no one on for that pass there, and Bamford still played it through. I think he was wanting Harrison to maybe play the ball through, but a bit of miscommunication there. Like I said, I think we just need to keep soaking up the pressure, hopefully till half time, and then I would bring Sinisterra on in the second half. It'd be interesting to see how he would get on against Villa. So yeah. Who's kept that in? Leif Davis. Leif Davis, not done too bad, to be fair. I mean, don't want to speak too soon, of course, but he's not done anything drastically bad, if I'm honest. He's done okay. I just really hope that we go out and get a left back. It's so vital that we go out and get a left back. Well in from Adams there. And, you know, he said that in his interview, and I think that's the reason why him and Mark Rocker will complement each other quite well, actually, is he's a ball winner, and he definitely is a transition player, you know, breaks up play and tries to start attacks, and I think that's what he's done so far in this game. Some decent challenges from him, to be fair. Mark Rocker. Sorry, I nearly yawned there, obviously, it is early. Mark Rocker, I think, is the more technically gifted on the ball out of the two, and I think that is fair to say, but I think that's why they'll complement each other quite well, because they've both got different attributes that they can bring to the table. They're going down at every little opportunity. They're so soft, the Villa. Like, come on. And why is ref giving so much as well? It's a friendly. It's a nothing game. Yeah, I know we're playing for what? Some sort of cup, but, you know, wow. Is the Crystal Palace game part of this weird cup thing that they're playing out here as well, or is that just a random friendly that they're playing out there? Because judging from the Leeds United app, when you look at the friendlies, it doesn't say this is part of the cup, it just says it's a friendly. So we've been going for an hour now, guys. Again, if you're brand new, please hit that subscribe button. It does really help me out. I'm trying to get to 2K as fast as possible, so I would really appreciate a subscribe. Obviously, if you're enjoying the live stream so far, please hit that like button and get all of your thoughts and opinions in the live chat and in the comments if you're watching afterwards as well. just heading towards the end of the half now. Just under a minute to go. So yeah. Just checking Twitter, seeing if anyone's tweeted anything. Leeds look like we're on the attack here. Brendan Aronson didn't know what to do there. He dithered too much on the ball there in the box, and about 3 of them crowded round him and managed to get it. But Mark Rocker's won the ball back really well there. Dan James, you're just hitting an open there. Fair enough, there was no ball on, but just try and keep hold of ball, try and bring others into play. And we've got a minute of stoppage time. So yeah, in that opening half, not a real lot to go through really. Obviously, there was the penalty decision, which was just a nonsense really. Aston Villa on the attack actually. Oh wait, yeah, we've dealt with it. I think. I don't want to speak too soon. Have we dealt with it? Actually, it should be half time now. It should be blowing up. Yeah. Half time over in Australia. Aston Villa 0. Leeds United 0. Yeah, as I was saying, other than the penalty decision, we've had a few half chances. We've looked fairly good going forward. Decision making and that final pass, it still needs to be worked on, in my opinion. But other than that, fairly decent half. I don't know what that means, mate. But if you want to get another comment in, you can do. But yeah, half time, 0-0. I was expecting maybe a goal or two in that first half, I can't lie. But it has been a bit back and forth, in all honesty. So then, half time, 14 people of you in the building. Get some comments in. Let's have a chat while it's half time. You know, we've got 15 minutes to spare. Let's have a chat about anything Leeds United, transfers, Calvin and Rafinha leaving. Ideal starting 11s for the new season. Anything you want to talk about, get some comments in and we'll have a chat about it. I'm just going to check Twitter, see what people are saying. Mike's a bit messed up there. Yeah, fine. Elan Meslier, that's the tweet from Leeds United. Yeah, again, that save was... I can't believe that he's actually saved a penalty. I just can't believe. Port BR says, how did Aronson do? Can't watch. Oh, that's a shame, mate. It's a shame you can't watch it. But yeah, Aronson's doing really well, mate. I was saying during the first half, really good in terms of the change of pace, a really good transition player. He's trying to get things going, but as I said, with a few of them going forward, his decision making just needs to be so much better in that final third. But yeah, he has looked good. He did play a nice ball into Bamford, which led to a good chance. But yeah, he is doing really well, mate. To be honest, I'm really excited to see how he gets on. So Han Chummy, I think that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. Thoughts on Sinistera? Yeah, obviously I haven't seen much of him in a Leeds United shirt yet, only the little bit against Brisbane. I can't proclaim to have known a lot about him at Feyenoord, but from what I'm seeing, really good Colombian winger. Can play out on the left, out on the right, and as an inverted forward, I believe, as well. So it'll be good to see how versatile he is in a Leeds United system. But yeah, really excited by him. A direct replacement for Rafinha, and he looks like he can do everything that Rafinha could as well. So yeah, really excited, really optimistic about that signing, mate. Thanks for your comment as well. Once to new, mate. What Tyler Adams lack in progressive passing, he makes up in progressive dribbling. Yeah, absolutely spot on. That's what I was saying about him and Mark Rocker kind of complementing each other in a really good way. Obviously, I think Mark Rocker is probably better technically on the ball, and his passing's probably better. But as you've just said there, what Adams lacks in his passing ability, he does make up for in his progressive dribbling, in his breaking up a play, the defensive aspect of that double pivot. So yeah, completely agree. Thanks for your comment as well. If you're brand new, make sure you subscribe. And Shumi's back. Aronson will go in my FPL by the looks of it. Yeah, I would probably get on board with that as well. If you haven't already, check out the description. I have made a Fantasy Premier League for all my subscribers to get involved with. So if you've got a team and you'd like to join, then make sure that you join. I think the code is in the description as well. So yeah, make sure you get involved with that. I think whoever finishes top of that league at the end of the upcoming season, I think I will sort out a prize of some sort. And yeah, again, Leeds need a striker in my opinion. I think that's everyone's opinion, mate, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, massively need another number 9. Also, because, let's be honest, it's inevitable that Patrick Bamford will get injured, even if it's just once this season. So we definitely need a backup. Obviously, there's Callum Wendo from PSG, who we're heavily linked with at the minute, £21 million fee. Apparently, we're in advanced talks, according to some very credible French outlets and some very credible ones in the UK. So hopefully we can get that one done as soon as possible. But whoever it is, we just need one, don't we, as soon as possible. Because, yeah, there's Gelhardt, but Gelhardt's only a young lad. It's a lot to put on his shoulders, isn't it? I know he did well whenever he made appearances for us in the season just gone, but we just need, even if it is a young striker, we just need someone that's played at a decent level, don't we? And who's got decent experience. So yeah. So yeah, I can see 19 people of you in the building. We've had a few more chats in from people, so please get more in. Let's have more of a chat while half time's on. Obviously, understand people maybe not commenting a lot during the match. If you're watching, that's understandable. But yeah, we've got another comment in. Let's have a look. I'll be honest, I'm Diguinho Americano. Hopefully I've pronounced your name right there, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Thoughts on how Leeds will finish? Don't be BS if you think Leeds is getting relegated. Say it. No, I will be completely open and transparent. I'll just keep your comment up while I discuss it. Where's it coming from? Oh, there we go. No, I won't BS you, mate. I'll be completely open and transparent. I don't think Leeds United will get relegated. I think there'll definitely be 3 teams worse than us. I know I said that last season and we almost went down, but I think the teams that are coming up, I think 2 of them will be in bother. I think there's a few that are already in the Premier League that'll be in a lot of bother as well. Yeah, I don't think we'll go down. I think we'll finish either between 13th and 15th, I think. And that's comfortable as well, by the way. I think the players that we've brought in, the players that are going to potentially come in, hopefully. I think, yes, we've lost Rafinha. Yes, we've lost Calvin Phillips. But I do think the recruitment's been good so far and I hope it continues. So, yeah, I am feeling quite optimistic about the new season, mate. I can't lie. I've had some other comments come in. Hancham is back. How do you think Leeds will cope this season without Phillips and Rafinha? Yeah, I did touch upon it at the beginning, but It'll be tough. Obviously, it will. I think Phillips has established himself in that holding role over the last few years. I do think, and this might be unpopular, but I don't think Phillips would have thrived as much in the Jesse Marsh system as what he did under Bielsa. So I think that signing did make. I think that exit did make sense in a lot of ways, financially and in terms of the team as well. I think Rafinha, yeah, the goals, the assists, he pretty much, not single-handedly, but it was a huge factor in keeping us up in the Premier League. So yeah, it'll be difficult, but like I said, the signings we've brought in are decent, so hopefully they can help us have a good season. What do you think of Sinistera? Yeah, already gone through it, mate. But yeah, really good signing. And yeah, I'm feeling really optimistic about it. I think hopefully he'll be able to create as much as what Rafinha does. His goals and assists out in Feyenoord were really good numbers. So yeah, hopefully he can bring that over to the Premier League for Leeds United. Hansham is back again. Thanks for your comments, mate. If you're brand new, please hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Yeah, they've invested in some good players. Plus, Bielsa was coaching Championship players into ballers, but unfortunately, Marsh can't work with Championship players. Nope, completely agree. Bielsa did really turn water into wine in that respect, but that's why I think Jesse Marsh hasn't got any excuses now. He's made his signings. He's identified his own signings. So yeah, he hasn't got an excuse now. He's brought in players that fit his system. So if it isn't working for him halfway through the season, then he could lose his job. And I know that sounds drastic to say that now. I don't think he will, though. I do think the board and the club will have a sense of realism. Maybe going into this, we finished 17th last season, so anything above that will be a bonus. I do think the performances will get better. I just think he would tweak elements to his system, like I was saying throughout that first half, allowing the opposition fullback so much time and space, for me, is a bit of a worry. I would, if it's a 4-2-3-1, then play it as a 4-2-3-1 wide, so that you've always got someone tracking the opposition fullbacks. But yeah, completely agree with your comment there. Chris Hobson is in the building. Hi, Chris, how we doing? I think we'll end up on that mid-table soup where you need just 1 point to end up 7th, 10th to 15th for me. Yeah, I could get on board with that, mate, as well. I would be happy with a 13th, 14th finish as long as it's comfortable. It could end up being as close as that, ending up in 7th. Yeah, I completely get what you mean. And it's, I think it's just crazy that the points total that Leeds United got in the first season in the Premier League, if it had been the season just gone, we'd have finished 6th. So would have been Europa League, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, I think anything above 17th, and I'll be happy with that, Chris. But thanks for your comment, mate. Let's have a look. Michael, who's your favourite left back option? If you're talking about players that we've actually got at the minute, you'd have to say Firpo, wouldn't you? Just because he's the more senior left back. But if you're talking actually options to go out and buy, Charlie Taylor, 100%. That could be an unpopular opinion amongst you all, if you really believe everything that went on when he left. But he is too good to play in the Championship for Burnley. He would happily come back. He lives local. Charlie Taylor would be my number one pick. So yeah, Charlie Taylor, mate, all day long. Alex Dawson, what time did the match start? It started at 25 to 6 this morning, and we are now on 25 to 7, so it kicked off about an hour ago. So hopefully the team should be coming back out shortly for the start of the second half. 20 of you in the building. Keep getting your comments in. This is really good interaction, guys. Really do appreciate it. Would you take Nuno Tavares on loan from Arsenal? Now we are close to... Now we are close to getting Zinchenko. Are you an Arsenal fan, Jimmy? I think he'll do all right. I'll be honest. I can't really proclaim to know a lot about Nuno Tavares. Looks okay whenever he's played for you, but if I'm being honest, no, I wouldn't take Nuno Tavares. I don't want to go out and just get rejects from top clubs. I want to go out and just get some top quality left backs. Who is Tim and any good? Yes, that's the left back from Stoke, isn't it? Again, now Leeds are out of the Championship. I don't watch a lot of Championship football but from everything I'm seeing and everything I'm hearing, he does look like a really good option, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah. Again, guys, it is what it is. We need to get a left back, don't we? I think what I'm going to have to do is, because my MacBook is showing as low on battery, so I might have to unplug the microphone for the second half, just so I can plug my charger in on the laptop. So if you just bear with me a second whilst I do that. And we're back. Really, really sorry about that, guys. I've just been sorting everything out, but yeah, we're back underway with the game. Anyway, really, really sorry about that. And we'll get into the comments. Port BR, who's getting out of Group B in the World Cup? Oh, God. So it's England, Iran, America, and Wales, isn't it? I think we'll get out of it, 100%. And probably, I'd say America, to be honest. I don't think Wales will get out. I don't think Iran will. But you just know that it'd be the most, I was just going to say most Leeds thing ever then, but the most England thing ever, wouldn't it? Yeah. So Leeds United have got a throw-in out on the touchline there. And show me, so you are an Arsenal fan, right? Okay, yeah, but started following Leeds when Bielsa was appointed as a coach. Fair play, mate. Fair play. But yeah, I wouldn't take Nuno Tavares though. Wouldn't. Got an Aussie Leeds supporter in the house. CF, appreciate you. Oh, go on. Oh, Bamford nearly there for the tap in there. That was unfortunate. I am having to watch on my phone now. I have my phone positioned just over there, guys. So I might have to look like that at times, but had to be done so that I could continue with the stream. Aussie Leeds supporter here. I'm at the game. Wow, Melier has saved the day numerous times. We just can't get any clean shots off. First of all, really appreciate the fact that you're actually at the game and you've dropped into my stream. So yeah, really do appreciate that. 16 of you in the building. Get some more comments in as the game goes on. But yeah, thanks for your comment, mate. Hope you're enjoying it. Is that offside? Yeah, Aston Villa just put the ball in the back of the net, but it is offside. So that's all right. Once again, guys, really do apologise for what happened with the stream there. I say my laptop came up saying it was running low on battery, so I had a bit of a panic. So I had to sort everything out. But yeah, we're back up and running now. It wasn't too long, was it? We're back up and running now. So yeah, understandable if you're obviously not commenting as much while the game's actually on. So just get your comments in as and when you can. CF's actually at the game. Wow. Mental that you've dropped into the stream when you're actually at the game there. Mental. Leeds playing it out from the back. Robin Koch into Tyler Adams. I don't think we've made any substitutions. No, we haven't. It doesn't look like we've made any substitutions, to be fair. If you notice that I'm looking down now, as I said, I am watching on my phone now, so. What time are we actually at now? 7:15 in the morning. Wow. We've still got 35 minutes to go. This ref's just giving fouls left, right, and centre. Yeah. Mental. I still can't get over the fact that CF popped into the stream when he was actually at the game. That's mental. You messed that one up, didn't you, Wings? So he's the only notable change that I can see on the pitch, really, that Danny Ings has come on for the second half. Has he replaced Watkins, or is Watkins still on? Can't really see. And Chummy's coming with another comment. Christensen looks decent. Yeah, very decent signing. I think it's just what we needed down that right-hand side. I said it earlier, physicality, really good delivery, passion. Yeah, everything that you'd want in a right-back. I think Leeds have just gifted Aston Villa a corner there. Poor back pass. Melier just couldn't control it. Happened to us a few times last season, didn't it? Poor playing from the back. Need to improve on that. Oh, I actually think Coutinho's come off because Coutinho's actually sat on the bench. So, yeah, he has. Christensen looks decent. Yeah, very, very decent. Sinistera's coming on for Leeds United. Here we go. Sinistera's getting stripped and ready to come on for Leeds. And Aston Villa take this corner that we just gifted them. We played it short. Into the box. And it's out for a goal kick. As I say, guys, if you're unaware already, this is my first ever live stream on the channel. So really appreciate everyone that is watching at the minute. It really does mean a lot. If you guys stay injury free, you'll stay up comfortably. Yeah, but it's just if we can stay injury free. Obviously, there's going to be injuries throughout the season, like there is with any club. As long as we don't get any severe injuries, then I think we'll be okay. Like I said, 13th, 14th, I'll be happy with as long as it's comfortable. So yeah, Chummy, thanks for your comments throughout the stream, mate. Really hope you've subscribed if you didn't before. Really good engagement. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you. And yeah, obviously, if you'd like to help support the channel as well, feel free to donate whatever you can. I do have a Patreon page as well where I write articles about Leeds United, and once the season starts, I will be writing post-game analysis to go on there. I've always been into journalism since I was at school. It's something that I want to try and potentially pursue. So I'd really appreciate if you could get on board with that. Patreon is, I've set it at like tiers. So there's one that's like £5 a month, there's one that's £3, and then there's one that's just £1 a month. Even if you can just give £1 a month, every little helps. And as I say, all of your support would be massively appreciated. So thank you in advance for that. So Leeds look like on the attack. Adams with the ball in. Oh, nah. Just couldn't quite get the shot off there, Jack Harrison. Again, I'm sure last season injuries was bound to happen, mate. It happens with all the Bielsa teams because of brutal training sessions. Players were burnt out. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough term for a lot of Leeds fans to come to terms with, obviously, because a lot of pundits were saying it and Leeds fans were getting annoyed. But I think in the end, it probably was a bit of that. You know, the training sessions. Sorry, I'm just Bamford and Diego Carlos getting into it there, arguing a bit. Diego Carlos has been all over Bamford, by the way, since he's come on in these opening 10 minutes. Every opportunity he's had, he's been all over him. Yeah, they've made up now. They've kissed and made up. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, I think Bielsa's training methods were just extreme, weren't they? I think anyone who's watched to be fair, it was actually Bamford who fouled Carlos there, to be fair. But yeah, you know, if we've all seen the Take Me Home documentaries on Amazon, we'll all know that it was quite a change from anything that the players had done before at the time, especially for a team in the Championship. It was never intense like that. But he came in, and like I said earlier, he did turn water into wine, really. He turned championship players, mid-table championship players into Premier League players. So, but yeah, I do completely agree. Never seen injuries like that. I remember at one point 70% of the first team players were injured. Yeah, 100%. I remember the game that always sticks out for me is the Arsenal game at home where they beat us 4-1. Obviously, I was at the game, and it was pretty much a team of 12-year-olds for Leeds. I think Rafinha was probably the only player I can remember at senior level. I think Ayling might have played. But it was like Cody Drame, it was Joe Gellart, Sam Greenwood. It was just not what you would want against a team like Arsenal at home, given the position that we were in at the time. We were in desperate need of points. And yeah, I remember Martinelli just gave Cody Drame a footballing lesson. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, wasn't a great season, was it? What's going on here? Ooh. Oh, go on. Oh. Nearly an opportunity there for Leeds United. Sorry, guys, I just need to sort something out on my laptop. Just bear with me 2 seconds. And we're back. There we go. Thanks for that. Sorry about that, guys. Try not to let that happen again. As I said, it is my first live stream, so please bear with me. 19 of you in the building. I feel like it's just a conversation between me and Hanchamy at the minute. But thanks for your chats, Hanchamy, mate. Really does mean a lot that you've got involved on the stream. But anyone else, feel free to put a comment in, and I'll certainly show it up on screen and we'll have a chat. That's not a problem. Heading into the hour mark now in the game, so about half an hour left. I mean, I'll flash it up as you've put F's sake rather than the actual word. So close, yeah. That was a really good opportunity. It's getting tense. Yeah, how is it in the stadium, CF? Is it a good atmosphere? Obviously, I have it on mute at the minute, obviously, so I can't hear anything. But yeah, like, how is it? Like, is it like the majority of fans Leeds, or is there quite a lot of Aston Villa out there as well? Like, how's the atmosphere in the ground? Is it, how's it going over there? Really jealous, by the way, that you're out there. Obviously, I know you're an Aussie, so you're obviously out there. But yeah, really jealous that you're at the game. It'd be amazing to go out and watch Leeds in Australia. Villa struggle to keep volley play, then it's a Leeds United throw-in. Can you hear me all right, guys? Like, can someone just whap a comment in? Can you actually hear me okay? Please. Leeds making a lot of subs by the looks. Making quite a few. Right, Sinisterra's coming on for Jack Harrison by the looks. Click's coming on, Rodrigo's coming on, Archie Gray is coming on, and Adam Forshaw is coming on. So Bamford's coming off, probably for Rodrigo. James is coming off. Archie Gray as well, remember the name. Hanchamy, thank you for that, mate. Thank you. It's 50-50 supporters. Leeds supporters much louder. Bamford off, Forshaw on. Yeah, just seen that, mate. Yeah. Appreciate you dropping through, by the way. You're actually at the game and you're still dropping through. Mad. If you're new, mate, please hit the subscribe button. Please like the video as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. 50-50. Doesn't seem like it's 50-50. From the images I'm seeing, it looks like it's more Leeds, but obviously you're at the game, so. Got proper dry mouth this morning. I think it's because it's so early. I'm not used to being up at this ungodly hour. Aston Villa free kick. Ooh. Because he took a blow to the head there. That Leeds player. Who is that? That's gone down there. That Leaf Davis. So yeah, the game's not really. When I say it hasn't got going, I mean it has. There's been a few good chances, but it's been a good competitive game though, a good tactical battle, which I hope to see from Leeds often this season. It'd be nice. Got 14 of you in the building now. I understand. Oh, penalty to Aston Villa, which is scored. Okay. So it was the Leaf Day. So they give it as handball. Yeah, I mean, it did. Yeah, it did hit his hand, but he couldn't really do a lot about it. But yeah, I understand that. I understand why that was given. But yeah, it's soft, isn't it? Couldn't really do a lot about that. But yeah, Danny Ings takes the penalty and he does slot that home. So it's 1-0 to Aston Villa now, guys. But as I say, the scoreline does not reflect the game at all. I think it's been quite even, to be honest. I can see there that Pascal Strauch's come on. Didn't notice that he'd come on. That must have happened while I sorted my stream out. So yeah, 1-0 Aston Villa, but it is a penalty. I don't think they've really penetrated us in terms of going forward. Oh shit! Don't lose your head now, Leeds. Do not lose your head. Sloppy passing at the back there. Villa see it. Villa scored. Yeah, I know, mate. It was a bit of a delayed reaction for me. I didn't think they'd give that as a penalty, but obviously they have. So yeah, it's what it is, isn't it? I mean, even if we win the game, it's like, yeah, it is only a friendly. I wouldn't get too overly excited if we managed to beat Aston Villa, but it's 1-0 and it's a penalty that just couldn't really be avoided. Really, that's why I think it was a bit soft. It is on ball. It is his hand, but he's not looking at the ball. His hand's not in an unnatural position, but it is what it is. Like I said, Villa have not been all over us or anything like that, which is a positive. So it's not about results in pre-season. It's about performances, and it's about setting your tactics up for the new season. So yeah. But yeah, how's everyone else's opinion on the game so far? Then obviously, like I said, I know it's 1-0 Villa, but yeah. My preferred centre-back partnership is on now, Robin Koch and Pascal Strauch. Archie Gray coming on as an interesting sub. Not saying he doesn't deserve it, but against a good opponent like Aston Villa. Rodrigo, sloppy touch there, but we've won the ball back. Through Forshaw. Oh, just give the simple ball. Oh, we've lost out there. It's got to be a free kick, yeah. Aston Villa free kick there. Archie Gray booked. Only been on the pitch a matter of minutes, and Archie Gray's booked for that challenge on Emi Buendia. I mean, he does win the ball, but yeah, he does catch him as well. Battery low, I'm off, lads, on your mate. Yeah, thanks for dropping in at all, mate. You're at the game and you've still dropped in, so yeah, appreciate you, mate. Thanks for that. Enjoy the rest of your day out in Australia. Yeah, 20 people in the building now. Come on. Get your comments in. Get your comments in. If there's any Villa fans out there, please put a comment in. It'd be nice to have a chat with some of you. No, you don't really like us, but you know. And you just know as well, don't you, that there'll be Leeds fans on Twitter, there'll be Leeds fans on Instagram that'll be saying, "Oh, we should be beating Villa out in Australia. We should be beating Villa." Blah blah blah. No, like come on, it's a pre-season game. We have actually played quite, we have played quite well. Just a bit sloppy in the final third, but it is pre-season. We're still working on things. I know last season was terrible in pre-season, and that the writing was kind of on the wall with that. This pre-season, even if the score stays like this and Villa do get the win, this pre-season's still been miles better than last year, 100%. So I wouldn't read too much into it, guys. Don't get too stressed if we lose this game. It is only pre-season, so yeah. And when I say we've played decent, I'm not trying to make out for 1 minute that we've been the better team or anything like that. I do think it's been quite even, to be honest. And Chummy's back with another comment. Need to sort finishing. Dan James can't be missing chances like that. Yeah, again, mate, but you just put that down to pre-season. Obviously, they're still getting back into the mix of it, aren't they? So get what you mean. Obviously, if it was finishing like that and it's a few games into the Premier League season, then yeah, completely agree. But Dan James isn't a number 9, isn't it? Which is the old argument from last season. He's not a number 9. So yeah, his finishing is decent, but it's probably not at the level of a Patrick Bamford or someone like that. Cody Drame's on as well. I've just noticed there. He must have come on for Christensen. There has been a few subs that have been made that I've just not noticed. It must have been when I was sorting the stream out earlier. John McGinn's on as well. Probably one of the most unlikable footballers in the Premier League. Despise the bloke. He's one of them though, isn't he, that if he's on your team, you don't mind him. But if you're playing against him, then he's an absolute D-head. God. Still can't believe I'm doing a live stream at this time of the morning. Wow. What time are we at now? Just after 7:05. Wow. And of course, guys, I will be doing a match review of this game as well, which will probably be uploaded at some point in the afternoon. So yeah. Bamford having a go at the official there. Don't know why. Oh, Archie Gray looks like he needs the broad stretcher on. Is that Archie Gray? Actually. Can't make it. That looked like Brendan Aronson, but Brendan Aronson's not on now, so it must be Archie Gray. Just showing the Danny Ings penalty again. Yeah, placed it well. Melia goes the wrong way. Somerville's on as well. I do think that penalty was a bit soft, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, they brought Leo Helder on at left back as well, by the way, in place of Leif Davis. Mike keeps moving. So yeah, 21 people in the building. Appreciate every last one of you that is watching. First ever live stream on the channel, as I've said. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. I upload a lot of content on YouTube. Match previews, match reviews, transfer videos. Hopefully one day during this week upcoming, I will be dropping a podcast. I'm going to start doing a podcast with a mate of mine who I actually sit next to in the South Stand, both season ticket holders. So yeah, we actually met through a mutual friend, and then it turned out that we sit next to each other in South Stand. So yeah, small world. But yeah, obviously we've been speaking recently about starting a pod. So yeah, it's getting stretched off. Archie Gray getting stretched off. Really hope he's okay there. I'm not sure what sort of injury it is, but yeah, Archie Gray stretched off. He's only a young lad, so yeah, really hope that he's okay and it's not too serious for him, because he's such a good, promising young talent, and Sam Greenwood comes on to replace him nearly at the 73rd minute, about just over 15 minutes to go, guys. As I said, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're brand new as well, and get all of your comments in the chat for the last 15 minutes. Clicks on the ball. That's Sinister into the box. Oh, go on. Oh, that was a good save, to be fair. Nearly caught the keeper out. You could have just played that in. Why did you have to try and get round the play and get dispossessed too easily? Leo Gilder with a cross nearly put the keeper off there. Unnecessary challenge, yeah, it was. But, you know, some players take friendlies a little bit too seriously, don't they? But yeah, if someone's watching that actually can hear the commentary and knows what Archie Gray's done, hit me up in the comments what's happened with him. Hopefully it isn't a serious injury, and hopefully it won't affect his development too much, because as I said, there's a top player in there once he gets older, 100%. This referee is mental. Slightest touch and Villa players are going down. Slightest touch. Yeah, so we're at 75 minutes now, guys. 15 minutes to go. Can Leeds United get an equaliser? Can we go and win the game? I think worst case scenario, I hope it just stays like this, and then it's, you know, because let's be honest, it was a penalty. It could have been 2-0 if Melier hadn't have pulled off them top saves from Coutinho's penalty. Mini Def has put in F's sake. I won't flash that up on screen just for monetization purposes. But yeah, and don't know if you're on about the Archie Gray injury or the Aston Villa goal, but yeah, F's sake for both. Yeah, I completely agree. And nothing ball into the box there. I don't know who that was. Somerville, was it? Yeah, Paul. The injury you were talking about, the injury. Yeah, I know. If you're listening to commentary, mate, what's actually happened with him? Is it like his knee, ankle? Did look like his leg was in like a brace type thing while he was being stretched off. So I'm assuming it's a leg injury of some sort. Really hope he's okay though. Really, really do. Keep hydrated, man. Why are the Liverpool fans in the crowd? Must be Australian Liverpool fans who just fancy a game. I think they're actually out in Australia, aren't they, at the minute, Liverpool and Man United? Played each other, didn't they, in that trophy that Man United won. Probably the only trophy that they'll get this season, but anyway, yeah, slight dig at Man United there. But yeah. Down to 12 people watching in the building. Again, really appreciate everyone that's watching my first live stream on the channel. Hit the like button, please subscribe if you're brand new and all that jazz. Get your comments in as well. Whenever Villa get the ball now, they're just looking like they're just comfortable to just take this win. They're not really risking anything going forward. I think Leeds United are chasing the game naturally now, but you know, it is a friendly at the end of the day, so don't do anything to risk an injury. Obviously, we've got Archie Gray going off injured now, so I think it has been a fairly decent performance, though, if I'm being honest. You know, nothing special, but you know, decent, promising anyway. Like I say, we just need to work on how we play in the final third, the decision making. If we can improve on that, I think we'll be more than fine. I don't know what that means, mate, but yeah, appreciate your comment. Thank you. See what I mean? We just, whenever we get into the box, like Aronson did it earlier, whenever we get into the box, we're just dithering too much on the ball. It's like we run out of ideas when we get in the box. Definitely need to work on that 100%. But yeah, as I said, it's been a decent performance from Leeds. Also, we've got Crystal Palace on Friday now. That's the next game. So we've got a few days to work on things before we play Palace. I must admit, even though it's a friendly, I do expect us to get something against Palace, even if it's just a draw. I do expect us to get something in that game. I think Palace is not an easier game, but I always knew that Villa would be a tough game. They've got some good players and play some good football. But it's been a good test, really good test. Winning the ball back well in those areas as well up the pitch. Ball out. I just couldn't make anyone go straight out for a throw in. What time are we at? 7:15 in the morning. I'll have to go back to bed for a bit, guys. I am shattered. Don't foul him, just hold him up. Well in Click. See, Click now, you know, be interesting to see his role in the team this season, because I think as a sub, it could be a really good impact sub because he's got loads of energy in that middle area. It's just, I just hope Marsh doesn't have his favourites like Bielsa did, because Bielsa would play certain players even if they were, you know, bang out of form. I don't think Marsh will be like that though. Good track in there from Cody Drana. Sinistera's not really had much opportunity to make a difference in this game. I think ball's really not been going out to his side of the pitch since he's been on. Like I said though, like with any new player, you need to give them time to adapt. I fully expect maybe the first few games of the season that he may start on the bench in the first few. But I think once he comes on and really shows his stuff, he's on the ball now, actually. Plays into Somerville. Way up. Leo Hjelde. Why is he offside? He's offside. But yeah, I think once he starts to come on and show his true quality, I do thoroughly expect him to thrive at Leeds United. I really do. Just offside there. Just could have had a good opportunity. Sorry, I'm really tired. God, wow. So we've got 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes of the game. Also, there might be a little bit of injury time with that Archie Gray injury again. Hope he's all right. God, Leeds fans came with his top off. But it's such a good experience to go watch Leeds abroad. I really hope I get that opportunity one day. Yeah, it's offside. Aston Villa nearly in there, but got caught offside. "15 of you in the building. Come on, we're 7 minutes left of the game. If you've got anything that you'd like to say, please get your comments in. I will be probably ending the stream pretty soon after the game's finished. I will be doing a match review later on this afternoon, so make sure that you tune in for that. And I will be back with transfer videos throughout the week. So yeah, if you are brand new, if you've subscribed during this live stream, I really do appreciate that. There'll be more content coming, believe me. As I said, I do have a Patreon page as well, where if you're into written articles about Leeds United, if you like to have a good read about Leeds, there's 2 on there already, and there will be more to come. It is something that I want to get into more seriously, so make sure that you check that out as well. Interesting that Gelhart's not being brought on in this game. Interesting. Thought he'd have maybe made a substitute appearance. You know, after his goal against Brisbane, he took it well as well. Really good header. That was a good play, that, from Sam Greenwood. Nice little back heel. Adam Forshaw, who's now got the armband on after Patrick Bamford went off. Oh, nearly lost it at the back there. Need to be more composed at the back. I think you can tell that the players are just starting to, maybe not flag, I think that's a bit harsh, but, you know, just don't make the scoreline any worse. And I think, you know, it's been a decent game. You know, the goal was a penalty. I don't think Villa have been amazing going forward. I don't think they've threatened us. They've not been all over us at all. I think it has been quite a 50-50 game, to be honest with you. Just unfortunate that the ball hit Leif Davis as it did. You know, it was just trying to spot the ball. His arm, like, it wasn't deliberate, but it did hit his hand. So at least that one I can kind of understand why it was given. The first one from Tyler Adams was just not a penalty at all. It was just never a penalty in a million years. It hit him there, literally under his thing. His arm was out. That's why I think the ref gave it, but is what it is. Coutinho didn't score that one, so it's all right. What minute are we on now? Heading into the 86th minute, nearly at the end, guys. So as I said, if you've got anything you'd like to say, if you've got anything you'd like to talk about for the last few minutes, please get your comment in and I'll flash it on screen and we'll have a chat, because I will be nipping off pretty much straight after the game's finished, if I'm being honest with you. So we've not got long left. Goal kick to Leeds United. So yeah, really hope that you've all enjoyed my first live stream. I'll be honest, I was quite nervous about doing it. You know, it isn't something that I've done before, but I thought I'd you know, I thought I'd branch out, and you know, I see a lot of. Ooh, are we in here? No. I see a lot of really good Leeds United content creators that do live streams, and they always do really well. So I thought I'd jump on and do one. Really appreciate everyone, even if you have just dropped in for a bit and then left. I completely appreciate you checking out my channel. Really hope that you've subscribed. If you're brand new, please like this as well so it gets out everywhere. And if you're watching afterwards, then hit a comment on how you thought the game went as well. Hopefully Leeds United can get an equaliser. Hopefully. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, God, that was nearly nervy from Melier. That ball out. God. Sometimes he makes me nervous, that lad. Leo Helder out left back on the ball now. And yeah, as I was saying, Joe Gellart to not come on, I think it's a weird one. I would have given him at least a good 20 minutes, but he took that header really well against Brisbane as well. I thought he did have a good game, so I knew that Bamford would probably start this game, but I thought Gellart would have at least made an appearance, but unless he's saving him for Palace, I don't know. Steven Gerrard. What a player he was. What a player. Minute and a half to go, guys. Aston Villa on the attack. Ooh, are they in here? You know, we've managed to clear it. Well in Robin Koch. Sinisterra trying to hold the ball up there. And he's done it. Mente's quick in possession. Stop trying to do the fancy little flicks, just play the basic pass. I think that's what I feel our players are a bit guilty of sometimes. They're trying to play the fancy ball rather than just the simple pass. I think Rodrigo's guilty of it a lot. Rodrigo, since he's come on, has not really done much, to be honest. I think the thing I'm more pleased about is the fact that Villa have just not run riot. I do think it's been a fairly even game, if I'm being honest with you. A game of limited chances for both teams. Obviously, the Aston Villa goal comes from a penalty, so it's not, you know, it's not like we've been murdered or anything like that. But yeah, happy, optimistic. There's 2 minutes of added time, guys. So 2 minutes left before I will be nipping off. But yeah, optimistic. Still excited for the new season. Can't wait to get back to Ellen Road and watch the lads. And yeah, just don't be going on Twitter saying, oh, we should expect more against teams like Aston Villa. No, we shouldn't. All I wanted from this game was a performance against Brisbane and against Blackpool. Yeah, we should have beaten them. You know, it's nothing. This game was a bit 50-50 with how I was feeling about it. I did think we were capable of getting the win, I must admit, but I think we've performed well, we've competed well, we've made it a fairly even game. Sorry, just Aston Villa, I thought we were in there. Nah, but yeah, it has been an even game, so, you know, be realistic, guys. The Aston Villa goal came from a penalty. It's not, you know, it's not that deep. I thought he'd brought it up for full time then, but I was just going to say, there's still a minute left. – 30 seconds, actually. 30 seconds, actually. 30 seconds. 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 30 seconds just watch the last few seconds. Can Leeds United score a goal on the attack here? Doesn't look like we're going to get an opportunity. Just get it into a box. 10 seconds left. And yeah, full time goes Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 0. As I said, fairly even game, to be honest with you. The goal came from a penalty, so there's no really that you can argue with about that. I think if we can compete like that against most teams, then I think we'll be okay for sure. So yeah, as I said, guys, I will be doing a match review of the game later on this afternoon, so make sure that you check out that. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're brand new. Share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section if you're watching afterwards. Really appreciate everyone that's dropped in to my first ever live stream, and I hope that I get the opportunity to do it again. Really appreciate you all. Thanks for your support, guys, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.